Hello students, I D.K.Meena, Assistant Professor, English Literature, Government Girls College, Sikandra. Welcome all of you in the class of English Literature of BA Part 2nd year. Today we are reading the poem London, written by William Black. We have already read the first stanza of the poem. Now we will study the remaining 3 stanza of the poem. As we have already studied that in the poem London, the poet rejects the urban life as he believes that the people of city are facing the social injustice, therefore they are leading a miserable and painful life. So in the second stanza, I am going to read the second stanza. In every cry of every man, in every infant's cry of fear, in every voice, in every band, the mind-forced manacles I hear. So the idea is suggested here that every person, either he is a man, he is a child, or she is a woman, either he is young, old, adult, or a child, everyone is leading a life of misery, and everywhere the cry of pain and suffering are heard. So in every cry of every man is crying about his suffering and pain. In every infant's cry of fear, even the infants are not feeling secure, they are also in the atmosphere of fear. In every voice, in every ban here means proclamation. So in every voice and in every proclamation, there is a cry of pain and suffering. The mind-forced manacles I hear. And this type of condition of society is not because of the innate nature of men. It is just because of the mental attitude of men. That the men who are in the power are repressing the common people, and which are made by mental attitude. So mind forced manacles here means the repression of the man are due to the mental attitude of people who are in power. They are doing bad with the common people of London city. How the chimney sweepers cry, every blackening church appalls, and the hapless soldier's sigh runs in blood down place walls. Here in this stanza, the writer William Black sees chimney sweepers, soldiers, and the prostitutes of the city who belong to the different occupations, but he finds that all are leading a miserable life. When he says how the chimney sweepers cry, chimney sweepers are the child who are only either 4 or 5 years old, and they have to climb up inside the chimneys of the house to clean them. So very young child has to very young child are forced to do that type of typical job. So even the small children who are doing the work of chimney sweepers, they are also crying with pain. This work was banned by the parliament in 1832. Every blackening church appalls. Even the walls of the church has turned black or pale because of the pity and shame. Even the religion has turned into a shameful task. So the church has not remained religious, and there has not remained any more morality. Therefore, the idea is suggested that the walls of church has turned pale just because of the pity and shame, because of the loss of morality. And the hapless soldiers sigh. Even the soldiers of the city, who are the defenders of the city, they are hapless. Hapless means unlucky. So they has also become the victims of the system. So they sigh, they repent, because they has lost all the hope and they are punished by the court. So even the person who belong to the different types of occupations, they are also leading a life of misery. Runs in blood down palace walls. But most through midnight streets I hear how the youthful headlords curse, blasts the newborn infant's tear, and blights with plague in the marriage years. But most through midnight street I hear, when the poet is roaming in the street of London at the midnight, during the night time, he hears the sound of the prostitutes. Harlots means prostitutes who are cursing the city. How the youthful harlots curse, blast the newborn infant's tear. So the prostitutes of the city who have not willingly adopted that occupation of being prostitutes, who are forced to do that work in the society, they are cursing the society as blast the newborn infant's tear, as they are giving the birth of the infants who will be the illegitimate child who has no future in this world and blights with plague the marriage hears. And blights means destroy, and hears is a death body. So there so their marriage here means the work which they are doing. Through that work they are spreading the plague or disease which destroys many people's life. And as the world marriage here suggests that this kind of relationship is like a death body. So according to the poet, social laws are responsible for the degeneration of people and evil of society.